Ski. Shumini. Hey. Takani. Hey. Right. Okay, so for this session, I'm going to be working primarily on one technique, but there's going to be combinations, and we're going to work on Ura Uchi, back fist. Okay, so the main thing about the back fist, it's a snapping technique. So it's either front, Uruch, Yoko to the side, Yoko is also this way, and those type of techniques. But the same principles we do use that. We're going to do Furyuch, sweeping, high toe, high shoe, all these techniques is a snapping. But the main consideration you want to try to do is lead with the elbow first and snap it out. Okay, so we're going to just warm up with my uruch and the front back fist. So come to this way. And the key is to get your elbows in tight because you want to work stretch those back muscles from this position. Okay, and if you see me from the side, what I'm going to be doing is when I bring my hand up, my fist is higher than my chin level, which is here. And you want to get the trajectory in a straight line from here. So if you extend your forearm around this way, you're going to get an arc. You don't want that. If you bring your elbow down too much, you're going to go past your chin, and then you're going to strike out straight. So what you want to do is come in a straight line, diagonal line, down position. And the way to do it is you're leading with the elbow first. And once it reaches horizontal level, like on the table, then you continue on with the elbow down, but then your forearm opens up and strikes out. Okay, so you want to lead with the elbow first and then open up with the arm, and you snap it, and then you pull it back in positions. So from here, up, elbow first, hits horizontal, then opening up, strike out, back, up, out, back. And then it becomes a nice snapping position. Okay, so work on that. Try to keep your elbows in. If you get tired with your arms, you just shake it out. Okay, but try not to have your elbows out open. Keep it in, nice and tight. So on your own, just relax. Okay, and really watch that direction. Okay, don't, I see some people coming down and then up, down and up, right? Or down straight, but you want to straight. Okay, so take your time. Okay, so, good. A nice pachata, when you're snapping out, you're coming back in tight. Okay, just think of it as somebody's going to try to do a punch to solar plexus, and you're stopping that punch. If you're this way, it's going to penetrate. Okay, so keep it in. But like I said, shake out your arms when you're tired and then come back in. Okay, good. Now for basics, when you're doing the back fist, come up. When you strike out, it's just like a punch. First two knuckles, and come back in. Up. So it's just your forearm and your wrist and your back of the hand is one straight line, solid. Right. Okay, for a little more advanced, what's going to happen is when you come down, and just before you make contact, your wrist snaps. Okay, so you're getting that action. Snap it out. Right? Okay, come down, snap it out. So it's kind of a rolling. Okay, so that's a little more advanced. Okay, the main thing is the trajectory still has to be on that straight path, and either contact full force solid and pull back, or snap it out in that position. Okay, so try with a little bit of the wrist, and then try it full, nice and solid. Okay, so Matthew, turn sideways. It looks pretty good facing front. You look pretty good facing front. Turn sideways for me. I just want to see you sideways. Yeah, looks pretty good. Thanks, Matthew. Yeah, looks good. You can face front now. Yeah, that looks good too, Randy. Good. Okay. So I don't know if the angle is a little bit low for Shreyan's. I don't know. Are you seeing over your fists? Yeah, don't cover. Yeah, don't cover your eyes. I can't tell. Yeah, so you want to see in that position over. Yeah. Okay, so if you're still having difficulty trying to get that straight trajectory, if you get like a stick or a broomstick or something, and find that point someplace that's your eye level, and then your the highest point of your fist, and just follow that stick down. Okay, just to get your body used to it. Okay, and do that. So just if you can get a stick. Who's in a rental suite right now? Anybody in a rental suite? Okay, if you're in a rental suite, it's not your place, so you can draw a line on the wall. And then before you leave, okay, don't let your landlord see it, but you can do that. Okay, so we're going to do Yoko Uruch in this position. Now your elbow is almost, it's shoulder level, maybe a little bit below your eyes. Your fists are close to your eye level. So if you stay at this point here, you can just snap out, which is okay, but you're not using your back muscles. You're just using your triceps, okay? So to do this one, you lift up the elbow. And same principle, that fist, eye level, you want to go straight. So you bring your elbow, it's like it's hitting that table and it continues on. Now the arm opens up. So it starts off here, bring it up, and look in that direction. Okay, so this is just keyhole basics. So as soon as you bring it up, you're exposed, your ribs, okay? So this is not practical. We're just working on just the mechanics of coming up, snapping. So Yoko, Uruch, side elbow strike, or back fist. Yeah. Okay, good. And the second side back fist is in this position. Okay. So you're going to come out on a straight line. Now your elbows are out already. So in basics, you can still extend a little bit out. And that's what you do. You extend with your elbow and then snap it, pull it back in. And then that hand goes on the bottom. Okay, so you extend out, snap it underneath. Okay, but make sure feel that elbow down. So look in that direction. Look in the direction. Elbow, snap it out. Okay, so where do we do this technique? We have it in the program. Yeah. No. The only thing is we don't just do this. It's in here. So this is a lot more stronger, right? So if you want to mimic it, this is a better way of doing it here, right? And then coming in as far as you can, past center line. Okay, and then, okay. But for maybe beginners, start off this way and nudge with the elbow and snap it, right? Elbow, snap it. And then once they get that one, it's more snap, like in, right? In. This is also like Haraitosh, right? Lower body. In. Or, right? Same. Okay. So any questions about the mechanics and the path of Uruch? Have any questions? Whereabouts? You okay? Any? Okay. Taikyo Kamoshi. Taikyo Kamoshi, okay. Hit your knee. Right? Moshi Hijate. Now we're going to do Uruch. You can do that, right? You can do that. Right? But you're just using your triceps. So from here, then you block. And when you block, now you can open up high. And see, now my elbow's higher. And then you bring your elbow down and snap it. You go this way. Block. So horizontal level. Block with the palm heel. Now you can bring your elbow up higher and you drive it and then you snap it back. And the hand comes out, snap, both side. This is almost like a rounding motion. Up. Okay. So snap it, lock, elbow up. And then down, and once it hits level, it continues on, but you extend this hand, snap it. Okay. Lock, out, and then in. You gotta get that timing. When that comes in, that comes up. So block. So work on that technique. If you have any questions, just let me know. Just work on that. So Randy and Matthew, just a little bit more, bring it up higher. I know it's a funny feeling too. And what's happening is when you block, then this fist comes in your armpit, basically. And then you're blocking and all of a sudden it snaps out. But you two are Katori boys, right? With the sword, it's like the fist, it's a scabbard in there. And then you're drawing it out. Right? It's almost hidden. And you snap it out. That's it, yeah. So when you're doing washi hijiata, your shoulders comes in slightly, but try not to do too much, right? Comes in slightly, and then when you do the back fist, you align yourself again or straight, and this elbow's in center. You're not striking out here, right? So center. That's the same position as Staski, right? In Saifa. So like I said, shake your arms out if you need a rest, but just work on the mechanics. And that elbow, you want that elbow to come down, hit that table, goes past. Make sure to bring that elbow up higher. After here. Yeah. So when you see when I bring my elbow higher, my fist is actually lower. It's actually like that. It's not, my fist and arm is not that way. I'm actually, it's almost like that way, right? And then it almost pops it out. That's it, yeah, so it's just. I think because of COVID, the trick-or-treating is not going to be that popular coming around. But maybe next year when things are a little bit better and you get those annoying people coming around, you said you're going to give them a little treat. Here, I'm going to give it there too. But not this year. Self-isolate. Okay. Next one. Okay. Who knows this one? From which kata?
Geksaidai knee.
Yeah, Geksaidai and knee. So here, kick, bang to the chin. Okay. Then the chin, my fist is around my temple, forehead. Then come down and snap it. Okay, so chin. So it's a rounding motion, but at the end you kind of a little bit, but you're trying to get the chin or the nose, and then snap it. Okay, so come up high and then snap it. Geksaidai and Geksaidai knee. Okay, so just remember, if you don't have a straight trajectory and you kind of make a wobble or something like that, it's going to carry on to all your katas. So I'm just showing you different variations, but then go back and just work on it straight. And one thing about all these variations, directions and everything, the end result is that fist. But you shouldn't be focused on that fist and feeling that fist. You should be focused on that elbow. The elbow is everything. Right? It's not, you don't have that thinking about that fist, bang. It's the elbow. And then the hand, forearm, and the fist follows afterwards. Okay, so it's all about this. It's all about that. Okay, so just think about that later on. Just, if you don't feel this, and if you feel the fist, you're doing it wrong. You want that elbow. Okay. So, Washi Hijet, Takyoka Washi, Giksadayich. Okay, Jetta, can you turn sideways on that one and do the my? Okay. I think you're bringing it down a little bit. You don't. I think when you're extending your forearm, it's a little bit delayed. I think as soon as you go past horizontal, it should be extending out, and I think you're delaying it until your elbow's down here. So what's happening is it's going more of a dip instead of a straight line. So start as soon as it's at level, start to extend. Yeah. Oh, that was good. Nope. Slow. Yeah. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of hard if you have a partner to watch, and you see it kind of a dip instead of a straight line. You want that straight. Okay. Where's that from?
Saifa.
Saifa. Okay. Saifa coming up. Ceremonial position. You break free, bang. Rock. Now you can open up. And that's where you're, this one. Here and snap. Right. Up and then comes down slightly. Okay, so and start from here and then rock. Yeah, that looks good, Matthew. And when you do that one, to be more in line with the kata, have this one more central line. Yeah, right there. And so just above the solar plexus. But for more freestyle, that's okay too. But for kata, but this part was good. It's nice motion. Okay, good, Shreyan. So the extend out is good. Now you have to get used to the back. Snap back. Yeah. Okay, so the angle after the return, this angle, even though it's to the side, if I turn it to the front, or turn it to the side, right? So it's not, you don't bring it this way. So, because I'm doing this back fist, and then I can strike out, right? Yeah. Okay, right here. Ude forearm, right? And you're using that elbow first, bam, snap it. So come here. It's on this side of my head here, and then elbows. Elbows way down here now. Now block, and then this is just my roach, right? So basic is this. That's basic. Okay, once, but more advanced is you go straight like a punch. So it comes here, and then when it comes past your body, you snap elbow. Now, osai, which gives me a chance to snap. Okay. That's from, you can turn the speakers on.
Ancient.
It's ancient, right? So archers, block, grab, strike, and then this can be a block, it can be a strike. And when you do this strike, it's not out there and it's not tight. That elbow position, this is more upright, but then the elbow position is the same as here. Okay, so the key to get the snap of the back fist and to get your back muscles involved, and then your tricep, is the elbow has to lead first. Okay, if you don't lead with the elbow, and you just lead with the fist, you're just using the tricep. Okay, so you want to, and because you're open, usually we do a setup block to strike. Okay, take a short break. Let's drink some water and we'll come right back. If you have any questions, just ask me.
Sensei, I have a quick question.
Yeah.
After the archers block,
Mhm.
can Uri come and do this? Are we in Sanchin Dachi?
No, you're in Suriyashi Dutch. I don't know if you can see me. Half a foot length.
Right.
Okay. Whenever you do a very quick movement forward, it's Suriyashi Dutch. It's not Sanchin Dutch. Okay.
Right.
Yeah. So both of them are Suriyashi Dutch. You go from Shiku Dutch to, and this is where you, when you plant, you drive that hip forward, right? So, and that's where, when you plant that front foot, you set up, right? And then you drive that hip forward, and that's when you drive the hip, follows through there.
Right.
So
Thank you.
here, same thing. Plant, and then when you drive this hip forward to Suriyashi Dutch, that's where the power is. And then you step forward with the front foot is the setup, and then hips. So that feeling of, okay, it's a very short stance, very quick, but very short, but there's a lot of power there just because you're throwing that hip forward. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, any questions, or we're going to continue on?
I have a quick question.
Yep.
Okay, so it's for the Mashike, Aikyoku Mashike kata. So when you do the back fist, we still do that extra block in front? Or because,
Yes. So
okay,
here it's very quick though, because this is an exception, because in Taikyoku Mashi kata, it's yohondos or 4 techniques.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's very fast. So as soon as you make contact, and so you don't have the time to do a big motion. So you still want to do a little bit, but because you're in Shiku Dutch stance, they're down low. So you have to, your fist now come, instead of high to low, it comes from low to high. So, yeah, so it's, so in this case, you have to not omit, but you have to decrease that motion to get speed, because Johan goes in 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
yeah, okay, thank you.
Okay, so next one. Where's that from? Ageski, upward punch. Then, because my elbow's down, so I have to bring it up.
Sanchin?
Sanchin, again. Okay. Ageski, now you go, it's directed to the chin. So you want to drive it maybe just to eye level and snap it back. You don't want to go too high, right? Because if you miss, you want to see, right? So it's a snapping elbow down. Now you have to, this hand is ready to block if need be, but you don't do this, right? So it's ready. So Ageski, and then snap, and then forward block. Okay, so for the beginners, white belts, you don't have to, after this, you don't have to do that if you don't want to. If you want to just concentrate on, and then this, that's fine. But in the kata, there's a pause here because there's a kiai. And then when you do this one, you want to go quickly from to there. So snap it. Back. And so for the white belts, Mwashi, Taikyoku Moshuke, where it's Mwashi Hijete. See that hand position? Or this thing here, right? Where we do the here. We do a lot of that. So it's not wrist this way or a little bit this way. You want it. That's why those stretches, right? Those techniques. Not that way or that way. Bang. Bang. Okay. And that's my shutouchi. Okay, so don't get lax on that one. So when I put my screen to gallery view, do you see gallery view too, or do you just see me?
We only see you.
Okay. Because I want to see everybody. I don't want to see myself.
Yeah, no, it's okay if you press it to gallery view because your video is pinned for everyone else.
Okay. Okay, this one. Osai, okay. And then elbow comes up, right? Position. Where's that from?
Seijin.
Yeah, again. What is this with this kata? 3 of these. Okay. So basically, you step forward. You're going to do suriyashi dashi, right? Small parallel feet, but half a foot length ahead, not like sanshin, suriyashi dashi. So you plant and you drag. So you're moving into the person. So you have to do something, and I'm blocking just in case if they're going to punch. And then now my elbow's set up to when I drive my back foot forward. Yeah, but remember, you want that higher and then snap it. So Shreyans, don't forget to pull it back. And it should be about a fist away from your body, okay? Yeah, that's it. So when you snap it back here, this elbow's, it's almost like you're striking. Are those, I don't know if it's out of season, are those small watermelons still, do they still sell it? The small watermelons? Okay. I want you to go and get one. And then when you do this one, your elbow should break it. Okay. And I want to see a red stain or a pink stain around here. If not, you're not pulling back enough. Okay, so in Seichin, there's a lot of this one, back fist, right? So for white belts, you know half the Seichin kata right now. There's a lot of that. Okay, you gotta be relaxed. Okay, so where's that from? Hijete, Uruch, Tomoyoke,
Sepai?
Seipai. So this is a little difficult too, because you're not getting that too much of ground, but you still want to get a little bit. Here. Washi hijete, back fist, and then either tomoyoke or which is shallow or haraitosh. Here, seipai. Okay, this one. Agaski, Hiruch, Toshi hijate, Raitosh, Kageski. Which kata? Okay, it's Seisan kata. Okay. I'm showing Calvin Sensei this one. So he doesn't know, I didn't show him this part. So I don't want you to, in the dojo or online, do this in front of him. He won't be very happy if you master this before he does. The Toshi hijate, remember, snap it back, pause. And then this is a little bit difficult because it's back fist and then downward. Then Haratosh, pull back. Kagaski is right in front. Like somebody's right in front of you. So. There. And Shreya, it's level. Yeah, it's so Randy, you take the bus, eh? I think we were talking with Jake that it's not too bad distance-wise, you know, and it's not very crowded unless the high school students get in and it gets really crowded. Yeah, if that's the case, do that one right next to them. If they're right there in your face, I'll move back. Yeah. Don't wear your Nihon Goju crest or anything with it if you're going to do that. Wear your Katori jacket. Okay, last one. Yeah, Shikudachi here. Shikudachi 45, right? This one. Okay, that's Suprembe kata, the highest Goju kata. Washijete, Uruch, and then official. Or I can, you know, some verb and so many of our katas use that elbow position. Okay, for sure, it's the highest level Goju kata. So for sure, don't do that in front of Calvin Sensei. He's got a temper. He sees you doing that. Okay, so you didn't learn that from me. Okay, now, Nanahon, right? All these ones, maybe for my Hijate to Yoruchi, you have a good elbow position. A lot of the other ones, you have to create it, right? Or it's a little more difficult. So when you're doing Nanahon, you have all this opportunity to use your elbow. Okay, don't do that. Or you bring it in, but it's only to here. You want to past your face, and that's what you want to feel. You want to feel that elbow. Okay, okay. That motion is strong. Here. Okay. Bring it in as much as you can. Haratosh, you can, okay, not just here. Yeah, I can protect my face here, but it's just with my forearm down, like strong here. Okay, feel the elbow. That's it. Okay, so I guess I have to show you all the secrets of the masters of the higher katas before you start to realize that this is the easiest way of doing your elbows. Okay, everywhere looks pretty good. Don't be lazy and do that. Don't, it's fast. If you need to do speed and they're coming in fast, that's fine. But when you're practicing it, right, protect yourself, right? Yeah, everything that comes in. That's why this one too, right? If this becomes a little bit easier, it'll never be truly easy, but okay. And this, just doing this, it should be easy, right? So that's it. So I think we have this recorded, right?
Yes, I recorded everything.
Okay, because this may be one of the few times I can see all of my students doing this correctly. And I feel good about it.
Well, unfortunately, it's only recording you right now.
Right? Okay, I want to get my camera and record you guys.
Go for it.
Now it looks good, but like I said, think about that elbow. When you have to do it fast, you won't use as much elbow, but you might use some elbow, right? But in practice, pull it in and snap it out. Okay, so that's a key thing now is when you're doing back fist, try to utilize it. And like I said, you are opening up, but that's why we have that hand there to protect yourselves. Okay, any questions on these various things? Okay, I think I misled you, Sharon. The dance class is afterwards, and I know you have something planned afterwards. So we're going to have this recorded the next session, and you can work one-on-one with one of the other higher belts to go over things that we're going to do in this class. But is that going to be an ongoing thing, Thea, the senior class afterwards?
Yes, this was the planned schedule.
Okay.
I mean, depending on what works for people, maybe you switch it. But this was the original schedule.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah,
So,
that's okay. This is really helpful as well. I need to work on my basics again. So yeah, it's fine. I just have to leave at around like 7:30, 7:45 to get there on time.
Okay, yeah, you can, it's up to you. But like I said, maybe connect with one of the belts here and work on what we're going to cover in the second half.
Okay, thanks, Sensei.
Okay, so any questions on what we covered here? Okay, so just work on a few things, but we're going to fit in about maybe 3 minutes. We'll start to bow out. We'll work on that, that rounding motion. Wrist. Okay, everybody's looking pretty good. Remember, this is a uchi. Uchi is a snap technique. So that's what you want. You want to relax. So everybody looks pretty relaxed here. So that's good. Don't be too tight when you're doing these techniques. Here. Yeah, that looks good, Shreyans. Nice and yeah, you're getting that one. Okay, so for people that are coming to the training at the dojo this Sunday, there's no class because of the Thanksgiving. There's still going to be a Sunday Zoom class, so try to attend. Hopefully we'll get a good group, the people that normally come to the dojo and the Zoom. There's going to be examinations this month for white belts and green belts. I'll send out a notice on who's eligible, and then if you're interested, then you can let me know. I'll let you know the requirements of what I want you to do. It's going to be videotaping your techniques. So whoever you're working one-on-one with, the higher belts, and you don't have a one-on-one person, try to find somebody and they can help you out with these techniques and videotaping. And basically I want to, if possible, to see your stance and your position. So it'll be a first time doing this type of video thing. So I'll be pretty lenient. Like I said, I won't be too judgmental on this part. Okay, so it's good to train with the white belts and green belts. I usually just work with the higher belts, the brown belts and everything. So it's nice. You guys are doing really good. Working with the brown belts, sometimes they're a little bit needy, you know, and so it's nice and refreshing to be with some white belts and green belts. Okay, let's finish up. Shimini, hey. Takani, hey. Okay, thank you.
Wait, one quick message before everyone leaves. Tomorrow, wait, is Susan here?
Nope.
Not. Okay, Susan is not here. But as I wrote in the chat, Susan will be leaving this Saturday. So we'll be having a Zoom get together tomorrow from, what was it, 6 to 7 p.m. So I'll send out a link probably tomorrow. So come if you can, even if you can just drop by, that'd be nice. Oh, I should stop the recording.